Yeah. Well, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for yet another great week of Twisted Transitions. I am your host, DJ JayBook, and we are here, guys. And it has been an interesting week, to say the least. So, I've got a good bit of stuff to talk to you guys about. So before we go ahead and get everything started, you know how we do. Just make sure that you let me know in the chat that everything sounds great. You can hear me, all that good stuff before I get started. I'd hate to do a whole show and my volume be jacked up or just stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Also, let me know in the chat what you guys thought of the new intro. What'd you guys think? I've been working on that and stuff. I wanted to give you something different. I kind of got tired of the other intro, so I just figured just a nice, easy vibe would be kind of dope. So I was hoping to get something like that, you know. All right, people coming in the chat. All right, everybody says it sounds good, levels good. That is great. That is fantastic. All right, so we are here for another week, and let's just get started, shall we? First of all, let me ask you guys. So I was trying this out right here. So this is my bucket hat that I'm going to be wearing and stuff because I've got 2 outdoor concerts to go to this year, and I wanted to try out a bucket hat. Now, the missus, she doesn't like this hat. I don't know. Like I'm feeling this hat. Now it's a reversible hat. You know, you got just cut his hair today, so you know my hair and stuff is low. But like this is reversible, man. I mean, you can't beat that. Look at that. Now the rest of the show, I can do it in black, or if I didn't want to do it in anything, and just take it completely off. What you guys think though? Like, do you like the bucket hat? Should I leave it on? I was thinking about leaving it on this episode. Look at this. I like that. Like this, I mean, we're gonna be outside, man. This sun gonna be beating down. Like I want something to cover this dome and stuff of mine. And you know how hard it is to find a hat for somebody who wears a size 8 hat? Like, bro, I can't even wear snapbacks. Like, let's be real here. Like, for all you guys that can wear snapbacks, you guys make me sick. You absolutely make me sick. I can't stand you because I can't wear a snapback at all. But I digress. But it's good for you guys to be all in here, man. I really appreciate you guys coming back. So let's go ahead and get started. So far this week, I don't think I had anything on Saturday, did I? I don't think so. No, I didn't have anything on Saturday, but I did have something on Monday. So I had a glow party. You know, this was a graduation party and stuff for some kids. So I wanted to show you guys this. This is what it looked like here. And interesting to say the least. I mean, they just kind of were just everywhere. Like, okay, so this was for a middle school, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. The kids were like, some of the kids were almost my height in middle school. But this was middle school. You guys know I don't do a lot of kids' gigs, but it was kind of a favor from another function I did. And she was like, you know, we'll cover all expenses. I'm like, okay, whatever. That'll work. So I did it. And, you know, I was able to use my UV cannon from ADJ. I don't get to use it that often, but it's like this big black light that you get to use. And that's what has these streamers and stuff like that all lit up. And then I got some uplighting and stuff around the whole gym. And I'm using the UV setting on those to point up at the streamers and stuff too. So it just kind of gave like a black light effect. I mean, you can see to the picture that's right over here that the wash FX was set to the black light setting. And then I've got the both lighting at the bottom. And then if you look in that corner, I always get my angles mixed up, but in that corner right over there, you could see one of the both lights in the corner and stuff. And the cannon is like right over here somewhere up there. But it was good. I got a chance to bring out the Rev 7 and, just use it some more because I'm so anxious to get that thing out to weddings. And so I I'm just getting familiar with it, getting comfortable with it, seeing how it is to use the buttons, seeing how it is to, scratch on it, to do different stuff. I mean, and you see, it's great to use it at events like that because, kids don't care. They don't care. As long as the music and stuff is what they want to hear, they don't care. So I just used it as practice time. I mean, you just can't go wrong with that. You got a whole playlist for kids. Use it as practice time. That's exactly what I did. So this was the glow party for them. Tomorrow, I have another graduation party. Now, these will be high school kids, and it's at the place that has the big vault door. If you guys have seen my gig logs, then you know that the place with the vault door is usually one of the, it's that big tall building. The ceiling's really high and stuff in it. But I don't think we're going to use the main room. I think we're going to use kind of like that back room, I would imagine, because I think she told me there was only like 70 kids, something like that. 70 kids, which finally, that's the odds are a lot better. I was seeing if there was a way I didn't have to pull a trailer and stuff tomorrow, but I don't think that's possible. And I mean, if I brought out the QSCs and just used those and didn't care about bass, then I would do it. But I'm going to use the LDs. I mean, why not? Kids like loud music. I'm just going to get loud with them. So Rev 7's going out tomorrow as well. But then we get back to weddings. Thank God we get back to weddings. So next Saturday, I do have my first June wedding. And these weddings are going to be pretty cool, guys. The third one is actually in Georgia. So I'll be coming to Georgia. I can't remember what part because it eludes me right now, but probably the week of I will probably go over where that one is. But these guys have heard of me and have either been to an event that I've been to, and they're excited for it. So we're going to have a good time and stuff with them. So that's all that's upcoming. Let's get into some topics. I've got some great topics and stuff for you guys today here. All right. Let me get to it here. Okay. So the first topic that I want to talk about is hard drives. Okay. So last week we talked about backup equipment. I forgot to mention about hard drives, and I thought about this week, and I said to myself, dang, I should have talked about hard drives because you do have to have that as a backup. I mean, I always carry that. I forgot about that, but I guess I just assumed that went with the laptop. But what kind of hard drive and stuff do you guys actually carry? So here's what I do. For the absolute longest, I used this right here, this HDD. I mean, I can show you. I've got like tons of these guys. Okay. These are 1 terabyte, just normal hard drives. And they are usually like, I don't know, like 70, 80 bucks. But I think I've got like 3 of these. I've got a red one, a black one, and a blue one. I mean, and these just hold all of my music and stuff like that. Whenever I'm needing to transfer some stuff over, this is what I use. Now, for the longest, I thought that this was the best way to go. And I was sadly mistaken because this guy here uses that disc and stuff up there. And I have had a few of these over time. The disc gets corrupt, or the disc and it stops working, it stops spinning. So every time that you plug this guy up, and you need a special cord for it too. That's always a horrible sign of a hard drive. But every time you plug this guy up, the disc and everything starts spinning. Now it has USB on one side and then whatever the company uses on the other side. And over time, that disc in there usually wears down. Usually wears out or wears down and is subject to break, whether you drop it, whether you mishandle it. And I mean, unless you've got like a lacy and it's got like the rubber around it. But Western Digital's, Seagate's, oh gosh, what's some of the other brands? Those are probably the 2 brands that I've had. Toshiba. I've had all of them, and at some point they have frozen on me. So I immediately started researching a better option and saw that this guy right here is fairly more pricey. Like it's like $129 for this guy. And I was like, well, What's the difference? So I did some research and I picked up a T7 portable. I mean, this thing is like literally small. I mean, look at my hand here. Like, this thing is teeny tiny. So this guy right here has all these little memory chips and stuff in it, and you don't have to worry about a disk, which makes it easier for you to be able to transfer files, music, videos and all that stuff to these little pretty much memory chips inside. And they're supposed to last longer. They're supposed to be more durable. I'm not saying you can drop it on purpose or slam it on the ground, but if you do so happen to drop it, these are probably the better option to be able to have. And plus the transfer speed on this guy uses USB-C, which everything is going to and stuff now as it is. So the transfer of files is much, much faster. So if I had to recommend you guys getting one, I would recommend you getting the SSD. Now, I just recently had this guy coming in the mail. I just picked this one up. This will probably be the largest one that I carry that's portable. And I think it's, for now, it's going to be the one I use probably for like the next 5 years. Like I'm not going to do like music videos and stuff like that, but this is going to hold a lot of my music for backup. I'm going to put all my music files and everything on there because of things like stems that creates a whole nother file and stuff for it. So I want to be able to have something that can hold it and stuff. So this is a T7 4 terabyte Samsung, and I think it's like 179 or 200 right now on Amazon. I left a link and stuff down below for you guys to check it out if you're interested in stuff in it. I know it's pricey. I know it's pricey. However, the pros of it may be worth it long term. So don't think about right now. Think about long term. This guy right here may be the answer for backup hard drives. Plus, if you guys doing stuff like how I do, where I edit film and edit footage, you want to have something like this that transfers files fast. And you can hold music and video files on something like this. This is a 2 terabyte, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe this is a 2 terabyte. And then the one up here that I just got is going to be a 4. So I shouldn't need too many more of these. I don't do anything like crazy like that, but I can definitely tell you that making that switch has made a positive impact and stuff as far as when I have to back up my backup computer. Because like when I do all my updating and everything with my current laptop and I want to transfer files and stuff over to my backup laptop, it's just much easier to use one of these T7s. It just makes sense. So I wanted to spread the word and pass the word and stuff to you, just in case you were wondering what I used or if you needed something else to be able to back up the majority of your files. Because the one thing you don't want to do is your computer crash and you don't have any way of producing music. At least if you got a backup laptop, you've got your music and stuff on there. Your laptop, your other laptop can have the music and stuff on there. Just a helpful hint and always great to have. All right, moving right along. Let's talk about troubleshooting 101. Now, when I say troubleshooting, I mean this in a form of whenever we as DJs don't know something. Okay. So one of the things I ran across recently was with the Rev 7. You guys know that I just recently purchased that, and I had questions and issues that arose, and I couldn't find a video on YouTube and stuff about it. YouTube is usually the first place I go when I'm trying to troubleshoot something. It usually has somebody has usually had my issue and usually has a great video. As long as it's not something crazy. I've researched some stuff and found some crazy stuff, so that's why I say that. But usually people have a great breakdown and stuff on it because I know I can't be the only one that has had the issue that I'm having. So I've noticed that the Rev 7 has had a lot of problems right out of the box, but it may be more user error than it is machine error. Now, some of it is straight up machine error. Some of the stuff that I've found, one of the platters was actually playing great for one time, and then all of a sudden for my man, it slowed down and started going backwards on its own, and he didn't even touch it. So I was like, yeah, you got a defective unit. But one of the things I was having trouble with initially, I know I put it in my last gig log that came out Sunday. If you watch that gig, I went over the fact that when I was playing some songs, like for some reason the Rev 7 would like hesitate or skip on the music while I was playing. And like if I'm trying to beat match and something for a song, it would actually like freeze for a second. Of course, that throws off the beat match. So I couldn't find anything on YouTube to be able to troubleshoot that. And where I did find it at are forums and stuff on other platforms. So like I found a lot of forums on Facebook. Facebook has a lot of great ones, and I didn't know if you guys knew about these, but let me show you a couple. So DJ idea sharing. You guys should all, if you're not following this on Facebook, every DJ should be in here. The reason being is because at some point, somebody's going to say something that you were thinking about. It has happened to every DJ that has been in this. You should be following DJ idea sharing on Facebook. You should definitely do that. Like right after this show, or if you have your phone in your hand right now, you should be following them. A lot of great content comes from them. I share a lot of these clips and stuff with them. I try to give them, I try to look for them to see if they have, answers to some questions. Now you're going to find some arrogant, what's in this as well, but you don't have to respond back. You don't. The book club, we don't respond to craziness and stuff like that. All we do is just go in there and we find our peace. We find our lane and we ask questions, and you'll get a lot of answers because a lot of DJs focus on this. Another great one for you to check out is the Wolf Mix. So if you are having trouble with Wolf Mix, and setting it up and its settings and everything that goes with it, definitely join this group. And I'm a part of this one as well. And these guys have some similar issues that I have. So I tend to make sure that I go check them out and stuff too, because they really break down a lot of stuff for me. They give me some information and stuff that I didn't know. Like I actually was able to make part 2 of my Wolf Mix video and stuff based off of something that I found out from this group. And I'm still trying to make this happen and stuff, guys. I'm on video 2 trying to edit what I already have. It's just tough because I've gathered a lot of information and I'm trying to squeeze it all into a 3-part series. I really am. So that's another one. And then the one that I was just talking about is the Rev 7. So there is a group on there for the Rev 7, and this is the group that solved my issue when it came to the initial Rev 7 issue where it was skipping. All it needed was an update. Had no idea that's what it needed. Also, just recently at that gig that I was just showing you guys, I kept noticing that the volume would spike up whenever I use stems, and I couldn't figure that out either. I tried everything that I could possibly think, and I thought it was the board. Now when I went back to my 1000, I was doing it, everything was fine, and I couldn't figure out what the issue was. This forum showed me what the issue was. It wasn't an update that was needed. It was the files needed to be updated. So I guess it didn't, if it wasn't in the stems folder and converted and stuff already, for some reason the Rev 7 reads it different. And it's what was giving me the spike in volume. So like I would be mixing and both volumes be at the exact same, and I'm ready to start another song, and it's just like I take the vocals out, or I take the bass and stuff out, and it would just, the volume would just go sky high. It'd be like if I was midway up, the volume would just all of a sudden jump up. Like it wouldn't move here, but the volume itself would jump up, and I'd have to bring it down, and it was too much. So that's why it was important for me to find out that information. But like I said, this right here, these forums are lifesavers. So if you've got a machine that you're wondering stuff about, or how, how to troubleshoot it and how to get it to work, you should look at these forums and stuff on Facebook. They will definitely do you some justice. Trust me. Now, you don't have to look at them for everything, because there's some stuff on there that's just foolish, but they'll take care of you when you need to know something. And you can ask a question, and I've put a couple of questions in there, and I've got responses from people. So it's like DJs helping DJs. All three of these these platforms, and these forums and stuff have been fantastic. So definitely join those if you have a chance. Of course, there's no sponsorship or nothing like that. It's just, if I have the knowledge, I want to pass it on to you guys. And you guys have questions and stuff for me. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you can find it out from places like this. So that's cool. Okay. So, how you guys doing? You guys good? I have to get ready for this last part. Because now I'm about to do something that I don't normally do. I'm about to do something that I don't normally do. You can see the smile and stuff on my face, because some of you guys have asked for this. And I can only get just the part that I got and stuff to put it out and stuff now. So without further ado, we are going to talk about what I use to open up the dance floor. What's my music for my opening sets for most, I'd probably say about 70 to 80% of my weddings. And if you need this list, you can always go back to this video and pause it, or you can take the edit that I put together and pause it and all that stuff. But here we go. All right, here we go, guys. So this right here is my opening. This is my opening set here. Now, this is not all of it. I've got 2 pages and stuff to it, but I just took a picture and stuff of it. These are all songs. They're not in any particular order. They are organized by BPM at the moment. But these are all what I normally use for most of my weddings. I usually take these versions of the songs and utilize them. So when you see my videos and all that stuff, those gig logs, they're coming from usually this to start off with. And then there's an even, larger list after that I pick from. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to take a look at some of the stuff that I use, because you and I both know that you have to use great music to set the tone for the night. And people have to know that this night is going to be different than anything that they've seen before. And it's usually based off of this folder. This folder may be more important than what you play later in the evening, because you've got to initially win people over with your opening dance set. Excuse me, your opening dance set. And I wanted to make sure that I used a lot of different stuff for these clients. Okay. I don't give everybody the same music. I don't start every gig the same exact way, but generally it comes from this folder. Now that's part 1 right there. I also got a second part. And again, you can go back later and pause it. I know this is what you guys have been asking for. So here we go. So this is part 2. These are all versions. Now, all those record pools and stuff that I have been preaching to you guys and stuff, that's where I get all this stuff from. I even signed up for like DJ City recently just to see if they had some different stuff than what I had before. And they had a few things, so I did pluck a few things from them, but I think I'm only going to keep them for a month. They're just not my cup of tea. I had Club Killers at once. They were not really my cup of tea. So those ones that I talk about at the end of my videos are usually where I get most of these from. I mean, there'll be a few here and there that I'll find from some special places, but this is what I call the set the tone folder. This sets the tone for the night. This is where I win over my clients. If I can get mom and dad and Uncle George and cousin Lou and all that stuff out on the dance floor, if I can get bride and bridesmaids out on the dance floor, this usually doesn't happen for groomsmen. I don't usually get groomsmen with this until I start getting to like House of Pain and stuff like that. But this is what wins them over. And this is what lets them know that they can trust me. Because up until this point, they really don't have anything to trust me off of, because I mean, I'm just playing background music. But once we started dancing, like, this is where I know I win. So it is very important for you guys to have folders and stuff like this that you have created. I wouldn't necessarily call it like a must play folder. I would just say anytime you find a song that you know has a, let me give you an example. So on this list, and I'm looking at my laptop, so to you guys it looks like I'm looking over, but on this list there is let me see, I might have to go back, hold on. Yeah, okay. So the third song down from the top is Boogie Shoes. Okay. Now, Boogie Shoes has been played to death. However, this version of Boogie Shoes allows you to come in a different way. And because it's a double redrum, the way that it comes in, you can almost utilize it with a multitude of songs. I have used that Boogie Shoes at the top right there, 3 of them down. I've used it on How Will I Know. I've used it at the end of Ain't No Mountain High. I've used it at the end of I Want to Dance with Somebody. I mean, I have used that in a multitude of ways, but it's because of the way that it comes in. So, like I said, you want to get something that is just, you want to get something that is just going to really set the tone and really put some effort into it and try some stuff. You know, try some stuff. Like I tried Rock With You. I just got to tell this story because, man, you just never think. Yeah, like I've been playing Rock With You in dinner music for the longest, and I was like, I wonder, because I have a great way, and let me just, this goes along with the story. I was playing around with it one day, and I was playing Rock With You, and there's a point on it where Michael Jackson goes, and we can ride the boogie, and then I just roll that part where he just keeps saying, ride the boogie, ride the boogie, ride the boogie, and I would bring in that version of Boogie Shoes and stuff, and it would literally come in at the same time, and then when I let it go, it's like, I want to give, you know, my, you know, like that. Like it just, it worked well, but enough people did not dance to Rock With You. So I have to use that sparingly. I have to really pick and choose my clients to use that for, because Rock With You kind of has that mellow tone and stuff to it, but it doesn't do well when I'm trying to mix into something else. You feel what I'm saying? Oh man. But anyway, I, you know, it is what it is, but that's fantastic. So that's it, guys. That is all that I wanted to discuss and stuff today. So now I turn it over to you guys, because I just, you know, I kind of just like giving tidbits and then like hearing what you guys have to say. So please ask any questions that you may have, throw it in the chat and everything. I'm just going to go back through some of the stuff on here and give shots out to people, but please type in your question if you have one, and we've got 30 minutes to get those answered, man. Let's go. All All right, shout out to DJ G5 in the house, man. T Reed, the DJ. What's happening, bro? DJ G5, Romeo Great. What's happening? DJ Lord Geo. Oh, so Lord Geo, got something to tell you and stuff, man. So, within the next 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. In the next 4 months, I will go to Georgia next month, Charleston, which is, not a big deal and stuff like that. In July, I will be in, you ready for this, Lord Geo? I will be in Queens, New York, for the Rock the Bells Festival, in August. That is a birthday trip for me. So I'll be doing that. So, Queens, New York in August, and, Tennessee for a wedding in September. So you got some traveling and stuff to do coming up here, man. But I wanted to tell Lord Geo, cause I don't know how close I'll be to you, but I will be in Queens. And then, I will also be, I'll take a day to just kind of see the sights and all that stuff. Might have to hit you up and stuff, bro. DJ Cruiser, what's happening? So T Reed the DJ, you got the fisherman's hat. Now all you need is Duke's rope. So you guys, you're not feeling that, man. Let me take it off for the rest of the thing, man. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Grace. There we go. Now we back to the normal, right? I'm still gonna wear that hat and stuff when I have to do those outdoor concerts, because they're not gonna brutalize me. I mean, I look bald on the screen up there. Look at that. It's got a delay on it. Look how bald I look. Life of DJ 1 TV, what's happening? DJ Romeo Great, solid state drives are more dependable and as opposed to hard drive. Yes, I agree. Devin Mathiason, Trinidad in the house. What's up? All the way from Trinidad. What's going on? See, another person. You're not really feeling the hat, huh? What about the black side, though? It goes on both sides. It has a white and a black side. You don't like the black side, Romeo Great? Come on, man. Throw me some love, bro. Oh, thank you for that. No, I'm not gonna sell hard drives. I'm not into that business. Maybe when it's time for me to retire, I will sell like all my hard drives. I mean, because I have to sell all my equipment when I retire and stuff. So I'll probably sell all that stuff. But for now, just bits and pieces. Throw you little Easter eggs. How about that? There's a lot of playlist forums on Facebook. Oh, okay. So maybe I have to jump on that too. Usually I feel pretty strong about my playlist, but I mean, I could jump on there because maybe they'll have a better playlist for kids, man. I'm so out of touch with kids. It's crazy. I know a DJ who makes like $3K extra a month selling hard drives. Look, I get it. That's a lot of work, man. If somebody send me a hard drive, well, maybe it's not. I mean, if they have one of these and they send it to me and I can just transfer it over, yeah, that's a hustle. You charge, for all my music and stuff like that. That'll be different. You're giving me something to think about there. DJ CeeLo, hey Jay, do you use both Lightning IR4 with both lighting IR4 with your Wolf mix? Yes, I do. I use the IR4 and the I can't remember what the other ones are, but the flat ones and the can ones, I use those with the Wolf mix. I use pretty much all my lights. I use my moving heads, Focus Spot 4Zs, and Spot Pros, and my Wash FX. I use all of those with the Wolf mix. They're all programmed in. Yes, sir. Lord Geo playlist forums. This is new to me. Yeah, new to me too. I didn't know that. With the list you showed, do you start in the lower BPM? Again, Romeo, I don't have a preference. It's kind of like what I feel. If people are antsy, I like to start high. If people are, just kind of like, they're conservative or something like that, maybe I'll start lower and then go up, but it's never the same. It's never the same. And sometimes I leave my opening dance set because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's like people want me to go straight into trap, and it's like, well, what do you do there? You can never come back to that. Let's see. Barroom Entertainment, what's happening? No problem, man. See, thank you, G5. You like the hat, bro. See, I like it. Come on, man. See, G5, man, appreciate you, bro. See, you know style when you see it. I feel like you do. DJ Cruiser, I'm good, bro. Grateful for the tips and the stories every week. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. If I live it, I'm going to tell it. Why not? Why not? I think you guys get a kick out of that, and I'm sure there's some people that have gone through similar stuff that I have. I just don't doubt it. I'm an hour away from Queens. I'm going to Rock the Bells too. We link up. Yeah. Hit me up, bro. I'm gonna be at Rock the Bells. I got some pretty good seats and stuff too, man. That's a once in a lifetime concert. You know, I had to do something. Like I'm flying up there to do. And here's the dilemma that I'm in, guys. Here's the dilemma. I'm trying to go to that. That's on. I would get in there on Friday. The concert's Saturday, and it's like all day. And then Sunday, I kind of chill out. And then Monday, I'm supposed to fly home. Well, if I'm not mistaken, the DJ X is Monday. That very Monday. Let's see. That's on the second. I think it's the 4th. That Monday, I think the DJ X in there. And I wanted to go to that, but I had to make a choice. Was I going to see this once in a lifetime, or was I going to go someplace that I had been before? And I had to take the once in a lifetime. But then another gentleman asked me to come DJ a set at DJ X. And I'm like, well, I ain't got nothing to do. Maybe I should go right back up there, or maybe I should just stay longer where I'm at. I don't know. I'm still working out the details, but there's a possibility I can be going to there and then going over to Jersey. I think it's like a 3-hour trip from Queens, something like that, from LaGuardia. So I'm still debating. I'm trying to get to DJ X this year, guys. I'm trying. A lot of stuff happening, man. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of money involving all this travel, man. I don't know if you guys been traveling lately, but traveling is expensive. Not expensive, expensive. It really is. All right, DJ T. Reed, you misunderstood my comment. I love that, especially since it's a size. Hey, okay, so you do like it. So you do, okay. Now, you guys, which color though? Do you like the white or you like the black? Let's go back to it. You like the white or the black? See? Yeah. This is how you found me right here. What's your thoughts on the new Mark Midge? Lord Gio, were you not here when we did that? I did that 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I like it. I think that it is a great portable mixer. I like the fact that it's already got built-in speakers and stuff on it. I was still trying to look up what the battery life and stuff on it is, but I don't see any problems with it. I think that it's dope. I truly think that it's dope. I don't have any use and stuff for it. I heard Cleveland Terry say today on his show, if you guys aren't following Cleveland Terry, make sure you follow him. You know, he's always the guru and stuff. But I heard him say something about a gig. That lady, if a lady asked him to bring his equipment out to the park and there's no power and stuff like that, he would just, he would be like, "No, I'm sorry, we can't do that." And no, I'm not bringing the generator. That's not what I do. I feel the same way. I don't have use for it, guys. I mean, I would love to have something like that. I'm not the DJ that sits at the park and makes a mix. I did think about setting up something outside on my back porch and letting the trees be the background and doing a little set and stuff, though. Maybe like keeping the camera inside. I don't know. I thought about it the other day, and then I was like, I got a gig this week. I can't be setting that up, tearing it down. Come on, man. DJ Magic Mike in the house. I'm listening, just checking in. What's happening, man? Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow Magic Mike He is a great DJ, and I am trying to get some more stuff sent his way. We have been partnering up to do some functions and stuff together. So hopefully we can keep that momentum and stuff going. I'm hoping. I hope, Mike. Stuff in the works. All right, DJ Cruiser. I was using the hard drive for years, but they feel like a ticking time bomb. So I switched to the SSD 3 years ago and a lot quicker. I cannot agree more with you. And then the fact that everything's switching over to USB-C. See, when it first came out, I was like, what is this? Like, I don't have a connection for this. I have to get a converter and all that. Now everything's switching out. It just makes a little bit more sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense is the price tag on these brother. Jesus. Man, the price tag, the difference in price on these two is crazy. It's literally $100 to almost $200, like for real. And this, man. Oh, look, I may have to stick with the disc. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of these prices, man. I don't mind giving up, a couple $100 for something that is totally useful and stuff like that. But when this thing just sits in my bag and I'm just like, I just paid how about $200 or $300 for the camera? I can do that because the camera is set up and I'm using it. But $200 or $300 for just in case? That sounds like insurance to me. Don't get me started on insurance. Insurance is the biggest scam ever. I know this is a DJ channel, but I had to say it. It had to be said. It's great when you need it, but when you don't need it, you're just burning money. Doesn't make any sense. Sorry, had a little rant, had a little moment. Yeah, I'm back now. DJ Lord Gio, now I've been off chat for 4 weeks. Now school gigs. Oh, so you're pretty much doing like what I'm doing like some of these graduation parties and stuff like that, man. I can't wait for them to be over. I cannot wait for kids' events to be over. When I finish that glow party, I hope she's not watching. When I finished that glow party, the young lady who was running everything, she was like, "You have a card and stuff like that, so we can, get you back and stuff." And I almost was like, "Nope, I sure don't." I was this close. And I was like, no, that little voice like hit me in the back of the head. It was like, give him the card. I was like, oh, well, here. She was like, what, you didn't want to come back? I was like, it's not that, it's just, I'm kind of done with the kids thing. I just am. We've talked about this on this channel. You guys know how I feel about kids events. It's tough. It's tough, man. And I'm getting to that point where I'm going to have to start saying no. I've still got 1, 2, I think this year I'm still scheduled for like 3 kids events. And it's not until like further out and stuff like that, man. But bring back the college parties. Maybe I'll do some more of those. They don't like to pay though. DJ Jesse, what's happening, man? Welcome in. Better late than never. Yeah, I don't think you've been here in a little while though, if I'm not mistaken. So good to see you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Benny Blanco, what's happening, man? Let's see what we got here. JayBook, I do a lot of small events, around 50 people. Is one Chave wash effects 2 enough to wash a dance floor, and where should I place it? Okay, so that depends on the size of the dance floor. That depends on the size of the room. Because here's the thing. The Wash FX is kind of shaped like this. So it's got lights all in this middle right here, but it's kind of shaped like this. So everything that's within this spectrum is being hit with one light. If you want the dance floor to be covered, I mean, you would have to angle that down so that it spreads like this over the dance floor. If your dance floor is right in front of you, then yes, I could say that one watch FX should cover it. If the dance floor is off in front of you, like, kind of off in the distance, I would say you need two. But one should get the job done. And if you're going to use one, I would say come at it from either side. So like if this camera is the crowd and I'm the DJ, the light should be over here or over here, and it should be faced in this way because it'll cover more ground. Now they'll be dark on whatever angle you don't put it at, but if you put it forward, of course, you're not going to want to blind them, so you're going to have it up and stuff over their heads and stuff a little bit, but it won't cover the whole range. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to kind of draw that out without showing you on something, but you can do one, but it would have to be off to the side. It would have to be off to the side. That's just my opinion. I've always used two. And man, if I'm going to use one, I'll use two. And now with the gravity stands, man, those things just make it so much more easy because I can get them up high, and with one up high like that, man, you can wash a whole area. It would be great. I love it. Absolutely love that setup. Great question, Benny. Any other questions that we have on here? We still got some time. This is the time for you guys to go ahead and ask these questions. Now, let me tell you a couple other things that are coming up and stuff here soon. I've got a fantastic gig log coming up for you guys on Sunday. It should come out. I hope you guys are enjoying all the content that I'm putting out. It's almost every day something for me. And I told you, the more time and stuff I have, the more, content and stuff that I can put out to you guys. So I've had a little bit of time here since April, and I can, do a little bit more for now. I haven't even edited 3 gig logs that probably need to be edited. And, I probably have to chop this up and stuff too. And I've got a couple lights coming in that I'm supposed to be doing a test and stuff for. And if you follow me on Instagram, of course, just DJ JayBook, you'll see that Colorado Sound and Light just sent me the new battery for like when I do ceremonies. Like if you watch my gig log, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The battery pack, instead of it having 2 connections now it has 3 on the top row. It's got an on-off switch now, and it has a meter that shows you how much of a charge that it currently has. Because that was one of the downfalls of that battery pack. Like, it was great, but I never knew when I needed to charge it. I would just probably do like 6 or 7 gigs. Well, I don't want to go that far. It was probably like 4 to 6 gigs. And I would be like, okay, probably time I need to charge it because I don't want that to go out. That's what's powering my wireless lapel. And if it goes out, we're done. So it's good to have this little meter and stuff on there. That just helps out. It helps out with trying to know how much juice and stuff I've got left. So definitely check me out on Instagram. You'll see it on my stories and everything if you want to check it out. And then Jim hasn't sent me a link and stuff for it yet. But as soon as he does, you guys will have it so that you can get it. I think usually when he sends it to me, he'll offer free shipping from it. So be on the lookout for that. I'll have that in an upcoming video. Dustin Masters, what's happening, man? I've been out for a minute, so you may have already discussed what happened to running your Rain 12s. Wait a minute, to running your Rain 12s versus a controller for your gigs. Well, it's funny you should ask. Last couple of weeks, I know you said you've been out last couple of weeks. I've been going over that. I did recently get the Rev 7. I'm going to have my SRT, my DDJ 1000 SRT is going to become my backup to the Rev 7. And then I recently purchased furniture, and it hasn't gotten here yet because once I have it, we'll talk about it on this channel. and I'll show you guys pictures and stuff of it. But once the furniture and stuff comes in, I will be taking the S11 and the Rain 12s, and I will be putting them in the furniture, and that will do, I'm hoping, do but my upper tier events coming at the end of the year. So it'll probably be like, I would like to use it for September, for all my September high-end gigs, definitely my October high-end ones, and then it'll almost be like I have 3 levels of gear. Like I'll have the facade as tier 2, and then tier 3 you'll get the furniture with the facade behind me and lights and speakers, and then tier 1 you'll get the event table 2 and stuff like that. It's good to have different forms and stuff like that, man. It's great to have, you know, different things, because everybody wants something different, and you know, sometimes you go to these elegant events and they want you to level up. So I have done that and then some. All right, Dustin, what else you got on here? I've got some furniture that rolls in and out, so I don't have to worry about the weight, but I understand if that's a concern for you. Now, Dustin, before I get off of here, I want you to tell me, because I have been researching this, I want you to tell me, what is this furniture roller that you speak of? What are you putting it on? If you, in your best description in here, what are you putting it on to roll it in? Because I think that that's what I want to do as well. Just have it already preset. That way I can roll it into events, because from what I understand, this thing's like 100 pounds, and then it's going to be maybe 150 with all the stuff that's going to be in it. Like it's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. So definitely want to know what's the best way to transport it. I'm not building or buying a case for it. I just would rather take a blanket, put it over it, strap it down in the trailer, and drive cautiously. Not putting that thing in a case. No. All right. How is your laptop handling stems? Any dropouts? No dropouts, but it did cause my Rev 7 to increase in volume if it hadn't been run through stems and stuff yet, if it hadn't been analyzed. So, excuse me. The laptop and everything is great. My laptop is fantastic. I love that purchase of that laptop. It is still fast as all get out. It is still great. Love it. It's a wait a minute. It's an HP Spectre 360, Windows 11 laptop. It's not like soup to the top, but it's great. It is fantastic. I love it. I'm a Windows guy. So sorry. I know most of you guys are Apple, but I'm a Windows guy. All right, the Lip Smacking Podcast. What is this? I'm about to download Crate Connect. I hope it exceeds my expectations, because I love 80s and 90s music. Okay, so it will. I get a lot of that era of music from there, because for some reason they specialize in that. What they don't have is 2000, a lot of 2010s and up in the songs that I need. They don't. But they do a good job in 80s and 90s. I usually find some good stuff, some gems and stuff in there, whereas BPM and DMS, they kind of focus more on the newer music. Like they have some old music. Like I'll give you for instance, I was listening to the homie Silver Knight play. He was doing a Drake versus Chris Brown, and I can't wait for verses to come back. I mean, we used to talk about that on here, but now we can't. It's weird. But he did a Drake versus Chris Brown, and I was just listening because for some reason my Chris Brown library is not like, it's not great. So I was listening to some songs and stuff that he was downloading on there, and I cannot remember. Let me see. You know what? I couldn't remember it, but I can look up what it was. It was... Okay, give me that. Okay, so Chris Brown sing that song. Come on, give me that. Right? You know, I checked 5 record pools. 5. Now, this is a radio hit from Chris Brown on an old one. Back in like 2000 and, I don't know, 7, 6, something like that. I checked 5 record pools for Give Me That. Just Give Me That by Chris Brown. None of them had it. None. And I'm going to tell you the 4 because they should be ashamed of themselves. DMS didn't have it. Direct Music Service. BPM Supreme did not have it. Crate Connect did not have it. Heavy Hits did not have it. And DJ City did not have it. They should be ashamed of themselves. Anything that was a commercial success should be on one of these record pools. You can't have some Chris Brown music and not have others. I did find almost all the Drake and stuff that I needed. I was barely without any Drake. They should be ashamed. I just thought about it. They should be ashamed. All right, Dust. See, y'all got me going on a rant again. That's how y'all do. Y'all get me excited and stuff on here, and then I start jumping off top. And now I see why Cleveland Terry does what he does. Why he holds on to that. All right, Dustin Masters. I'm using a Toadmatic booth for my main. I have a Bun command center I used for a while and built a wooden platform to keep it all assembled. Now Bun Command Center is my mobile-friendly rig with Rev 7. Okay, cool. How do you roll in that Rev 7? That Bun Command Center. Toadmatic booth has all rack-mounted gear. TV, S7, Rain 12s. PM me, private message me if you want to know more info. All right, I'll look you up there, Mr. Masters. The Lip Smacking Podcast. Yeah. Check out Select Mix for 80s and 90s, okay? You guys giving me some gems on here. Yeah, I'll just go back to this stream, but I'm going to look that up. Select Mix, all right? Yeah, give me that from Chris Brown. Yeah, I was disappointed that I couldn't find that. Thank you for the info. No problem. Did you try Beat Source? Yes. So throw another one on there. 6. Beat Source did not have it either. Shamed. They should be ashamed. Cannot believe that, man. It always baffles me, how sometimes the record pool have an artist and have their songs, and then sometimes you can't find. It's like, well, wait, why would you have that one if you don't have this one? Like, were they on a whole nother label at the time? Am I missing something? Like, what's happening, bro? Oh man. All right, I got time for one more question. If you guys want to ask that question, but let me just go over a few things that is coming up. I have spoken to 2 individuals, a female and a male. And we will have 2 interviews coming up very, very soon. I'm hoping I can do one of them in June because their schedule is kind of hectic, and then the other in July probably because of scheduling. But we'll have some interviews coming up very, 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 very soon. Very soon. Okay, and I'll be advertising for that. But all of you who are in here that came to the show and stuff tonight, make sure you turn on your notification bell so you know when we go live. We usually do this every Thursday, 7 p.m. We're actually approaching 50 shows, guys. Can I get a round of applause for that? 50 shows. And 2 more shows. We got 2 more shows to do, and we will hit 50 shows. Been doing this for a year and stuff now, man. It's crazy. Crazy to see where I started to where I'm at now. I'm totally comfortable on this microphone. But yeah, we got that coming out. And I'm working on another mix to put out on my Mixcloud. So make sure you guys follow me on Mixcloud. And trying to go ahead and hit this 2,000 mark on Instagram, man. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, could you please follow me on Instagram so I can go ahead? I mean, I'm at like 1940 or something like that, man. But look, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. It's real simple. It's real simple. And we're still approaching 10,000 and stuff on the channel. Like, if we can get there too, that would be great too. These are two great milestones to have. You know, I'm not a huge numbers guy, but I like round numbers. I don't like when it's like 100 needed or 72 needed. I hate that. Let's get some round numbers. Go to my Instagram right now and follow me, DJ JayBook. And then if you haven't already done so and you're lurking on the channel and stuff tonight, go ahead and follow, hit the subscribe button and stuff down below, man. All right, what else we got here? Did you check LimeWire? Look, I got to put that one up on the screen. Y'all not gonna believe that was actually said. Did you check LimeWire? I remember that. I remember FrostWire and Lime. You know, I don't want my channel canceled. Let me stop. When I first started, I was getting my music from Dat Piff. Oh my gosh, Lord Geo, you remember that? You know what? I might need to do a segment on that. I remember Dat Piff. I used to get a lot of stuff from Dat Piff. A lot of stuff. I remember them. DJ Fast. I don't know if we talking about the same thing, bro. I'm talking about, give me that Chris Brown. Give me that. I don't know what that is you got right there. That wasn't 97, was it? Is that what that is? Are you trying to say that was year 97 right there? Good God almighty. I hope not. I thought that thing came out in like 2008. I'm giving that song too much credit. I mean, Chris Brown didn't he just turn 30? Isn't he like 30? I don't know. But anyway, so I appreciate you guys coming out and stuff tonight, man. And as always, it has been great. I hope you guys enjoy all the content and everything that I'm putting out, because I'm just going to keep shoving it in your face until somebody looks at it. But now we'll be back here again next week, 7 p.m. EST, Thursday. We're going to get it on and popping, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming through. We'll see you guys all again next week. Make sure that you're living to strive and not to survive. Peace, my people.